Is the Big Data Specialization by UC San Diego actually worth it? This has been a highly requested video, and it is one, if not the most popular course for big data out there for complete beginners. And these are some of the highest paying skills out there in data science right now. The reason they made this program is that most people are lacking these skills and companies are not able to hire enough people with experience in big data. But this opportunity for beginners is not going to last forever. It's not going to be the same in a couple of years. So now is actually the best time to learn these skills and really cash in. We're going to go through everything you need to know about this certificate, starting with the time to completion, the potential jobs and different salaries after taking the course, as well as a full breakdown of the learning material. We're also going to look at the demand for these skills on the job market, and finally, of course, I'll talk about some pros and cons to consider and whether this course is the best option for you to land a job. Alright, let's just quickly go through the basics and then get into the real stuff. It's a beginner level program with no previous experience or education necessary. It has nearly 10,000 reviews from people that completed the specialization, which I might give you, some confidence that it's a decent course. Now, it's about 3 months at 10 hours a week with a completely flexible schedule. And as always, I do need to point out that most of these people tend to complete these programs a little bit faster than expected, and I completed most programs in about half the time myself, and you guys have confirmed that you have a similar experience on Coursera. The purpose of the specialization is to help you unlock value in massive data sets. You will learn the fundamental big data methods in 6 courses, which we'll talk about later. The price is worth mentioning, and it's a subscription, usually $50 a month, and lower depending on your region and location. And if you do compare it to boot camps, which usually charge thousands of dollars, or a college degree, which is tens of thousands, I think it's pretty reasonable. Now, I'm by no means comparing this to a full degree where you spend years studying, but you'll learn some of the most in-demand skills and not waste time with filler courses, which is definitely a plus. They also offer financial aid for those who cannot afford it, as well as a free trial, which I'll leave a link to in the description, because you shouldn't really have to invest any money unless you're really sure that the course is for you. So the key skills or tools that you'll gain knowledge in are big data, Neo4j, MongoDB, and Apache Spark. You'll get a verifiable certificate, which you can add to your LinkedIn profile or print out, and it's a nice achievement to have after spending your time learning something. Let us take a deeper look at the courses and what you're going to learn. Big data is a very big field, feel free to unsubscribe for that joke, and so the things that you actually learn are really important, and you cannot just learn everything. In the first course out of 6, you'll be introduced to big data as a whole, and it's roughly 17 hours and will teach you about all the fundamental stuff, and it has a rating of 4.6 stars. In the next course, you'll work with big data modeling and management systems, and you'll learn about how to collect, store, and organize your data using big data solutions. Then we have big data integration and processing, and then machine learning with big data. So they're also introducing you to some fundamental ML concepts in this course as well. You don't need any experience with machine learning for this program, but it's still good to be introduced to it. These fields are related, and you may want to look for a job in machine learning as well later. They pay really well and offer a ton of cool job opportunities. This course will help you make sense of all the data that you have by exploring, analyzing, and leveraging this data effectively. In the last, traditional course, we have graphic analytics for big data, and then just a capstone project. And this is really valuable because you get to apply what you've learned throughout the course and make a project which you can then show to recruiters later. So I always try to recommend programs that actually have projects because they'll be very valuable in your portfolio. Now, what about big data as a field? Let's take a look at some of the opportunities. The jobs available after this course will depend on your prior experience, and if you don't have anything else, no other courses, no education, I will say that you're probably going to have to study a little bit more. It's still a pretty short course, and you're not going to learn everything required for most of these jobs. Some of the jobs that you can work towards are the data scientist role with an average pay of $120,000 per year. Of course, the big data engineer, another $120,000 per year. Big data analyst, around $80,000. Machine learning engineer, obviously with a lot more studying and usually a degree as well. There's also the business intelligence analyst at around $70,000 per year, and database administrator at around $120,000, and many more jobs that you can get. The salaries will vary depending on your location, the company, and your experience level. Let's take a look at some of the pros and cons about this course specifically. I'm going to be completely honest, and I do have some stuff to complain about as well. Starting with the good stuff, I really like how the course is real world focused, and it also includes some hands-on projects and learning that way. It is also flexible, allowing for anyone to take it, and it's pretty affordable compared to other options. Coursera is nice, they offer good experience, and I've really enjoyed the courses I've taken on Coursera. Now, when it comes to the downsides, you're not really going to receive that much support. They do offer some learning communities with chat rooms, but that is pretty much it. You have no coaching and you're really going through everything by yourself. And if that's fine, great. But if you do need more accountability to make sure that you see success, then it might be a problem. So it's worth considering. The next thing is that it's from a university, and universities don't often have the most updated material due to bureaucracy. And this one seems to be pretty updated. But just keep that in mind as well. And finally, this course isn't actually a good idea for everyone, even if it's a great course, because consider how you'll integrate this with your own learning, whether it's going to boost your career opportunities, and if there's actually a purpose to take this course. If you, for example, want to become a data analyst or just learn about data science in general, perhaps you should take a more general course, because this one is very specific to big data. For the right person, this can be a fantastic course. I'll leave a link in the description where you can try the course out for free for an entire week, but you can also find it online if you don't wish to use my link.